Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.
Welcome everyone to another edition of Red Pill Shogun Show. I'm your braggadocious, very humble host, the Red Pill Chauvinist. We out here in beautiful Brazil. Beautiful Rio, Brazil, man, Rio de Janeiro. I'm over here enjoying myself. Decided I want to turn 40 when I'm out here. Not necessarily celebrating my 40th, but just reflecting on the past 10 years, being focused on the present, like being in Brazil, and focusing on the future and the things I need to do. Being that I've traveled, I'm traveling now again. After all this bullshit that's been going on, I figured I'd give y'all do a little travel episode, a little travel gem I could drop on y'all. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say this as far as like travel vlogs or travel advice. But before I even give the advice I'm talking about, I realized the reason why I fell back from doing my travel vlogs is because I realized that there's different levels to traveling. Like a dude who's married with kids is not traveling the same way I am. A Caucasian male is not traveling the same way I am. Like, for example, like there's certain countries I've gone to and the people think I'm a countryman. Like I'm part of their culture. Like they think I'm Cuban, or they think I'm Dominican, or they think I'm Brazilian. I got into the Brazilian airport and I got people coming up to me speaking Portuguese, asking where's this at, where's that at. I'm looking like, what are they coming to me for? And I even went to a spot 2 nights ago, and I heard one of the chicks ask my man, like, yo, is he Brazilian? I ain't speak no Portuguese up in there. But the reason I say that is because there's different levels. So let's just say you got your beginner's level, you got your intermediate, and you got your advanced. Maybe there's even different levels in the advanced, but let's just say I find myself in the advanced level at this point. I mean, the fact that I can travel solo, dolo to different countries I've never been to before, countries that I don't even speak the language and I still go there dolo, countries where I have no friends, family, anything like that. I think that's a little advanced. I think a lot of the beginners like to watch my video, and I think that's why it really doesn't resonate with them. A lot of things I do, like I said, like, don't travel like a tourist, travel like a local. That means you might go to the hood chicken spot, not the restaurant that all the tourists go to, where they give you the hot dog and the hamburger. Those are all American meals. That's not what they shipping up in their homes. So I'd rather go to their local bars, but everybody can't do that. Everybody ain't built like that. One of the things that I want to emphasize in this episode is, which I'm emphasizing, is for the intermediate travel, because the advanced traveler already knows what I'm about to say. So the advice I want to give dudes is, not all the time, but sometimes when you go to a foreign country, it's okay to get lost. Yeah, it's okay to get lost. What I mean by that, keep in mind this entrance right here. Keep in mind this entrance right here. See that right there? Let's not forget that. That's a one-way joint, all right? That means cars can only go, and that's into a mountain, just in case y'all didn't know. That's a mountain pass right there, right? All right, boom, one way. Keep that in mind. So the other day, maybe like my second day here, decided to go to the beach. I did that, and I went down all the way down the beach, and I made sure, like, before I went all the way down, that I had myself like a little landmark. Like, all right, boom, this is where I came in from. So I know when I come back from this direction from the beach, I just gotta walk up there, boom, and I know where I gotta go. So I did that, walked down the beach. On my way back, I was looking for my landmark. Must have missed it. Might have been distracted, you heard? But I might have missed it. I did miss it. And I end up walking further. I didn't see my landmark, and I'm looking around like, damn, all right, it's time to figure this out. But another thing I haven't told you is I don't have no data. Long story short, I should have set up my travel plan before I came up out here. They're not only limiting me to only 2G. With that being said, there's no Google Map. I mean, there's no WhatsApp. I can WhatsApp somebody when I'm out here. So I said, well, let's just have to figure it out on my own. You know what I'm saying? So what I ended up doing was, all right, so I was walking around, and the reason I brought up that entrance right there is that I ended up walking around, and I got to an entrance that looked just like that. But the only thing is, the cars weren't driving into it, they were driving out of it. All right, use my brain. I mean, we got a few mountains in the city, but it's not like there's 1,000 or 10 millions in them or whatever. So I figured, all right, this gotta be the same mountain from where I kind of came from. So if dudes are coming out this joint, I just gotta go in the opposite direction of where, okay, all right, boom. Went in the opposite direction, I mean, of that tunnel. I mean, saw a street that I recognized, started seeing some more landmarks, and boom. And then getting back to the crib, man. The reason when I say to get lost, all right, so what did I learn in that experience? In that experience, I learned where a couple of the supermarkets are. I learned where, you know, drugstores, where I could buy my beers. Seen a couple of restaurants. That was for me while I was lost. I'm not on some frantic, oh my God, where am I? I can't get back home. I'm like, all right. While I'm walking through town, let me see what's around here. All right, this spot look all right. All right, boom. Let's take a picture. All right, let me get back to the track. Let me see how I can get home. No panic. I'm out here. It's a beautiful city anyway. I mean, it was daytime. It wasn't like it was nighttime. End up finding those things. Find out where to get a bank, where to exchange my money. You know what I mean? Cause I could have easily took a cab, hopped in a cab, and be like, "Yo, take me to this address." But I want to learn something new. So now I got other spots I can go to eat, banking, business, you know what I'm saying? So that was my experience here getting lost. Now I know different ways to get home now. Now I know when I see that other entrance to the other side of that mountain thing, I know where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, fellas, or any travelers that's on this level, or intermediate level, it's okay to get lost sometime, man. It's okay to get lost sometime because you never know what you're gonna learn. You know what I mean? While I was lost, what did I do? My Google, I downloaded Portuguese onto my phone. So what I would do is have the question, where is this street? I could have easily just showed my phone to people, but I decided I would just say it to people. Once I said it to people, they would give me directions. And then they would say left, or they would say right. I don't remember the words now, but I heard it enough to know, okay, left means this and right means that, right? And not only did I ask one person, I asked multiple people, just again, to practice the language, practice hearing the language, understanding left, right, so on and so forth, man. Another thing, or last thing I say is on my way back, I learned that one landmark isn't enough. You know what I mean? For example, if I'm on this block right here, I could easily be like, all right, Crystal Lux, yo, that's my landmark. But let's say I'm walking down the street and I get distracted and I don't see crystal locks over there. So I could look down the block, find something else down the block and be like, hey, listen, if I go past, if I see this, then I know I passed my mark. Look in the other direction. You know what? There's a dead end over there. All right, boom. So I know if I see a dead end and that right there, hello, where's my bridge? Oh, crystal locks, I know I'm in the right spot. You know what I mean? So I use different landmarks, different points. See me, growing up in New York, I'm not the type that, I didn't grow up in the boroughs. You know what I mean? So it's easier in the boroughs because all the streets are kind of like numbered. Not all, you know what I'm saying? Most streets are kind of numbered. Coming from Long Island, you know what I'm saying? Everything, damn, they got a name to it. So even growing up, I was more so into picking up on landmarks. See, when people be like, yo, do you know what such and such is? I'm the dude that's gonna be like, yeah, go 3 blocks down, make a left by the McDonald's, go to the 2, you're gonna see a barbershop. If you see the fucking Dunkin' Donuts, then you know you're going to, mind you, that whole time I'm giving directions, I ain't giving no street names. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. So that's something you guys can do, you know, just to protect yourself or find different ways to get home, man. Because last thing you want to do, the reason I say landmarks is because, you know, that's helping yourself get home. You gotta learn how to be self-reliant. But you could be in a situation where you're out the country. This is for the beginners. You're out the country, you actually lose the direction and they direct you to a setup. And they see you dolo. They see you don't know, I mean, the language. But that goes, again, back to how you move. Let's say communication is 90% nonverbal. So I make sure that the energy I give, the demeanor I give, you know what I mean? The energy I give off is, yeah, I don't know if I want to fuck with this dude, man. That's not to say I'm the strongest, the biggest, and I could beat everybody up, but
I give off the impression like, if you want a piece of this, fam, you got to bring your lunchbox, you heard? This ain't gonna be an easy kill. I mean, plus I always tell people God got my back.
Shout out to Professor MGTOW, aka Mr. Freeport. So I came out here and I met a YouTuber, Mr. Thinking Man Templar. Shout out to him, man. Mad cool dude, man. Super real, super solid. Word, mad respect. But I say that to say, I remember Mr. Freeport gave me or put out a drop, and he was talking about, you know, when you go to a foreign land, or even when you're just chilling with a bunch of people for the first time or whatever. You know what I mean? Especially if you're eating out, drinking. One of the things he said was, excuse yourself from the table. Go to the waiter that was waiting on your table and ask him what the bill is for the whole joint. Pay the whole joint. Mind you, you excuse yourself from the table so people think you at the bathroom. You go to the waiter, you pay the whole joint. 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, when they like, hey, yo, you get the bill. Waiter like, yo, you good? And they're like, what you mean? Oh, yeah, I got it, fellas, don't even worry about it. What? Oh, yo, good look here, So you see, I didn't come back to the table like, hey, fellas, look, guys, I paid for everything, ha, I'm the best. Nah, it ain't about that. It's like, and at the same time, I didn't want to be also like, hey, you guys mind if I pay for it? But I was like, nah, man, you a guest here, nah. Yo, excuse me, fellas, boom. Hey, waiter, put it in the Google Translate, yo, crazy. Like, every time I'm like, yeah, like, all right, boom. Then go hold that. Came back to the table. You know what I mean? That's a gesture of respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I have to tell you, but TMT paid it back 2-3 fold. You know what I'm saying? The people I was with him already paid it back 2-3 fold. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one circle of just giving. You know what I'm saying? So love and respect, man. Or I should say respect and love, because respect comes before the love. I've learned that the love got to come through the respect. So just to close it out, RPC, man, when you go out the country, so it's okay to get lost, you know what I mean, if you're an intermediate to an advanced traveler. Because in doing so, you can learn a lot of things, man. New places, learn a little bit more about the language, you know what I'm saying? Learn new landmarks. But yeah, you also learn how to be in a situation like that and not panic. I mean, because I got lost. See, you think if I went to Germany and got lost, I'd get panicked there because I'm in Germany. It's not. Nah, I use the same tactics. You know what I'm saying? And again, last thing as far as like, you know, getting lost and all that, or going to foreign country dolo. What I said was not about necessarily being the toughest or the bravest or whatever. It's at a point where you have to get to a point, fellas, where you know you can defend yourself. You can physically defend yourself. Again, I'm not a bully. I'm not going around beating people up or whatever. But I know if you come to step to me, it's not going to be easy. That's the best I can explain it. You know what I mean? I'm not a violent guy. But I have violence in me. Shout out to everybody traveling to Brazil. Shout out to everybody traveling the world, period, man. It's our world. RPC signing out.
Yeah. Is there something about females that you wanted to know but could never figure out? Are you struggling with relationships? Do you feel like you're being taken advantage of by the women in your life? Do you want to know how to leverage the playing field to your favor? Well, did you know that the female mind and the female psyche are mysterious and unexplored regions like the dark web of the internet? For this reason, men need a method of decrypting or hacking the manipulative psyche or dark web of the female mind. Once a man has a deep understanding of true female nature, he will then be able to hack her programming.
Access granted.
The purpose of this book is to help grown males evolve into men so that they can treat the women in their lives accordingly.
You win.